Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel where I do not preach fear, I preach prepping so we do not have to fear tomorrow. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, I certainly appreciate the support of the channel. It does mean a lot to me. Today's topic is, are you self-insured? We're going to talk about insurance, but probably not the type you're thinking of. All right guys, I'm Tad, let's talk about it. All right, guys, let's talk about insurance. Now, if you're a prepper, you probably know where I'm going with this. But if you're not or you're new to it, let's go over a couple of things that me and a friend of mine were talking about. Everybody has insurance. It's a prudent and responsible thing to do. You have car insurance, health insurance, maternity insurance, dental insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance. Vehicle insurance. A lot of it's required by law, such as your DMV is going to require you to have liability insurance, at least in North Carolina, to drive a car and get your tags. But everybody is okay with that. And look how much money people spend on insurance. All right, that's fine. No problem there. Stay with me. So, people will tell you, you have to have all this insurance. It's the prudent and responsible thing to do, and I agree it is. But once you mention being self-insured to somebody, they tell you you're crazy. And what do I mean by that? If you're self-insured, you're looking after you and your family also as an insurance policy. And the point and fact is that if you're stockpiling your food, you're stockpiling your water, you're stockpiling things that you use on a regular basis that you're going to be using anyway. Yes, you have the homeowner's insurance to take care of repairing your home after a hurricane. But until help arrives, are you able to sustain you and your family for that period of time? If a winter storm comes and messes things up, your homeowner's insurance, yes, will cover that. But in the meantime, do you have insurance for heat, for food until help arrives? Or if it doesn't arrive in a timely manner, are you okay? Think about this. You know, people say you're crazy for trying to prepare and plan for things like that. Well, has anybody ever went out and said, okay, I'm buying auto insurance today because tomorrow I can't wait to have an accident? No. Some people choose their livelihood based on the company health insurance benefits and their insurance that they give in their employment package. Okay, so when people talk about prepping, I think it brings up a bad connotation in people's minds, but basically all that is insurance for yourself and your family. The insurance is there to protect you, to let you have a peace of mind. But the minute you tell someone you're a prepper and you're self-insuring yourself, they take that to a whole nother level, and I've never understood it. But they'll go out and they'll buy all these other types of insurances we just talked about. No one purchases dental insurance and says, oh, can't wait till tomorrow to have a root canal because I got dental insurance. Doesn't happen. It's there in case you need it. It's a fail-safe for you. People don't look at it the same way with prepping, you know, having your medication stocked up, having your food stocks, your water, your self-defense items. You're not hoping that a nuclear war happens tomorrow or another disease happens tomorrow like we had, but it does give you peace of mind that you can get through it. Having certain things on hand, it's not a bad thing in my mind. I consider it my self-insurance, my family's insurance. You can't purchase it through somebody else. You have to be the responsible one to take that into your own hands and make those decisions based on what you and your family need. I mean, people buy flood insurance, but I doubt seriously they hope that their home is flooded and their property is destroyed so they can use that flood insurance. But the minute you say, guys, you ought to be self-insured, everybody flips out. Oh, you're an extreme, crazy person. You must be preparing for the end of the world. No, you don't have to be preparing for the end of the world. But being prepared for the unforeseen things that can happen, in your world, to me is prudent. Like I said before, purchasing insurance is prudent and responsible. It does take care of your family. Your life insurance policies, God forbid, they will take care of your family, your final expenses. Are you going to be there to take care of your family if stuff gets ugly? They're already talking about this, this, with the birds and getting into the cows, and it's starting to ramp up a little bit. Y'all need to be paying attention about it. I've already told you in some other videos what that's about. Is this just another step up to what we experienced under, in 2020? Look at the White House this weekend. Look how many terrorist wannabes were up there destroying stuff. And you can't tell me society is not breaking down a little at a time. I don't want to be out in the middle of it. I'd rather be somewhere like this right here and let crazy just happen and stay out of it, and make sure I have enough stuff for me and my family, power-wise, food-wise, medication-wise, self-defense-wise. And I just want to stay back and let the world do what they're going to do. And that's being self-insured. That's a good feeling to go to bed at night and know that you are self-insured and you have those capabilities. If you have small children, they say most homes in the United States have about 4 days worth of food in them. I would say 4 days to a week, week and a half. But we've gotten so used to being able to call DoorDash, some of these other companies, to bring our food to us. Go to the grocery store. Everybody automatically just runs to the grocery store whenever they need to plan one meal. We don't have to do that. We go through our stocks. We don't just put up and forget about it. We rotate through them. So the stuff we're using anyway, everybody's got to drink and eat until the day we do die. So you're going to be using that stuff. I've always told you, don't buy stuff you're not going to use. Don't buy crazy canned food that you're never going to eat just because it's on sale or they're giving it away. It makes no difference. Get something that you and your family will enjoy. But be proactive and not reactive. We saw what happened in 20 when everybody was at the store. Look at these pictures right here. I took these in 20 at a local grocery store. And I was out just because I was trying to see what was going on in the public. These pictures are not of a store that closed. This was during that situation when Mr. 19 just took hold and it was announced and everything else. This is what his store looked like. I was happy to be self-insured. I go out and observe these things because as a prepper, I want to see what other people are doing and how long it takes for things to get completely out of hand and before things get totally crazy. You should be doing this, guys. You should be taking a look. And yes, it costs to prepare. But your insurance also costs money, but you don't gripe about that. You don't let it lapse. You keep plugging away. You let something else go and you take care of it. But at least with your self-insurance, you get to determine the premium per week, per month. You get to put a price tag on it and say, okay, all I can afford for my self-insurance is $5 this week. Okay, that's fine. Go buy 5 cans of food. Next week, you got $5. Buy $5 worth of over-the-counter medication. The next week, you got $5. I've showed you how to go to the dollar store and different things and, for $5, $10, $20 and start building your prepper pantry. If you're doing this a little bit at a time, I know everybody considers preppers to be extremists, conspiracy theorists. No. There's a small outlying fringe of preppers that are like that, a small percentage. They're the ones that are screaming at you every day that the world is over tomorrow. Nukes are flying in 5 minutes. Run to the bunker, run here, run there. Don't get caught up in all that, guys. Because if you do, you're not thinking clearly. And if you're thinking seriously about your preps, and not delving into all the other rabbit holes that you can go down. There's tons of them, and there's also tons of things that are out of your control. What happens overseas is out of your control. You cannot do anything about it. What those idiots were doing in Washington this weekend, you cannot do anything about it. You can vote, and that's about all you got in this country. That's about all you got. So I guess the main topic I want people to take, or the main purpose I want people to take out of this video, is we all have insurance. Just about everybody listening to this video has got insurance. And you don't mind spending the money for that. And you think it's prudent and responsible, and I totally agree. If you tell someone you're prepping and preparing for something that you don't know what's coming, well, isn't that what you're doing with the insurance? It's just got a name attached to it and a dollar amount. That's all it is. Your life insurance policy, it may be $5,000, maybe $5 million, but you pay the premium because you know at some point in your life that time's coming. You may pay automobile insurance all your life and never even have a fender bender. And if you do have a fender bender, to keep from using your insurance, you will pay out of pocket. It's crazy. Everybody, I mean, yes, insurance is great. I'm not downing insurance here. And I hope that's not what you're taking away from this video. But what I want you to take away from it is that self-insurance is the same as any other type of insurance. But self-insurance fills in the voids that other insurance is not going to be able to. Yes, if you have a power outage and your food spoils, some homeowners insurance companies and policies will pay to restock your fridge, your refrigerator of spoiled food loss. But why not be prepared and have non-perishable food on hand, so while that stuff is rotting in your fridge and your freezer because you didn't have a power supply, and now you're waiting 30 to 60 days on a check to replace the food you lost. That's not helping you in that minute. So anyway, guys, I urge you, take something away from this. Prepping is not about the extremes. That's why I said in the beginning of this video, I do not preach fear. I preach prepping so we do not have to fear tomorrow. And I believe that is absolutely true, guys. I do hope you're getting stuff for you and your family. Times are getting crazy. We're seeing what's happening. This new thing coming with the birds, and now the cow and the milk and the eggs and the dairy and cheese. It's going to be affected. And what if it just catapults and it gets into society, and they're already working on, you know, different things for your arms for this particular virus. So be paying attention, guys. I hope this video has found you well. I hope you're awake out there. And if you're not self-insured, I really hope this video inspires you to be somewhat, if not really, self-insured. All right, guys, until next time, I'm Ted. I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and have a great day.